So the drill I want to share with you today is just for those of you who tend to, in the backswing, see that the shaft of the club gets what we call a little bit laid off, whereby butt end of the grip is pointed too far outside of the target line, or if you reference the club head end, pointed too far left of the target at the top, and then as a result you've got to tip it over, steepen it, and then wipe across it. And the first part of the drill involves a range basket. So what I'd like you to do, if you struggle with this problem of getting the club laid off, get yourself a range basket. Have the front of the basket facing forward. Now I'd like you to make some backswings whereby you kind of feel like you keep the front of the basket facing forward the whole backswing. Obviously the problem with getting laid off is we over rotate the forearms. If there were golf balls in here, you'd be throwing them all over the floor behind you. So just concentrate on keeping the front of the basket facing forward. No doubt when you do it, you'll sense how your right arm stays a little bit more on top of the left arm. It doesn't get so underneath the left arm so quickly. So a couple of these with just that sensation. So there's the backswing piece where you keep the front of the basket facing forward. Then as you start down, feel how now the front of the basket faces behind you. So there's that different sort of motion in how you would ordinarily work the club, almost the opposite to what you're doing when you're rolling in inside and then tipping it over. So try a couple of these, that idea that you keep the front of the basket facing forward into the backswing and then feel it change direction on the way down. Then grab yourself your golf club, have a couple of swings and try and recreate that same sensation with that right arm. Feels like he stays more on top of the club in the backswing. You may see the shaft get a hair across the line, no bad thing. And then that feel of how you'd work the front of the basket back and behind you then on the way down. And then you can have a little go at hitting a couple of shots with that sort of feel. This is something you'd suffered with for a while. What I'd suggest you do, 4 or 5 practice swings with the basket, get that sensation, then go ahead and have a few goes. So again, going back, and feel this right arm stays more on top of the left arm, and then I'm going to feel like I rotate it the opposite direction on the way down. And done correctly, you're going to start to hit some shots. We're actually going to come more from the inside and start drawing it a little bit. So no bad thing if you've suffered with hitting a bit of a slice for a long time. So let's show you again with the basket. Front of the basket facing forward, couple of swings, keep the front of the basket facing forward. And then as you start down, feel that sort of change of direction. It's a great drill if you're someone who's been struggling with getting the club too inside, too rolled open, too laid off. I know it's going to help your golf game.